Welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of Our Darling Town, the podcast where we explore the heart and soul of Darlington through its local independent businesses and the people that make it special. I'm Henry Carver alongside my brother James, and we're here to shine a spotlight on our beloved town. Join us as we sit down with passionate local people to delve into their stories and uncover the unique contributions they make to our community. And to find out more about the town where we live, get ready to be inspired by the people and stories that make Darlington truly special.
Very good. So first up, you've got a new family member.
Yes, we do. We've got little Toby, who is soon not to be very little. He's an old English sheepdog. He's 10 weeks old, in fact, 11 weeks old now. And he's chewing his way through our ankles, our calves, our hands, and everything else in between.
So when you and Ash said that you were getting a new dog,
yes,
we were all very excited.
Absolutely.
And you told us it was going to be an old English sheepdog, and we kind of looked with a little bit of surprise, like, Hen, do you know how big these guys get? You're like, no, it's the same size as a Labrador. It's absolutely huge. Toby is going to be the size of a Great Dane by the looks of it.
It's basically the size of a small Cocker Spaniel at the moment.
At 11 weeks.
At 11 weeks. I took him down the street this morning for one of his first walks, and getting a few looks. But yeah, he's ginormous so far. So
he's pretty cute.
Yeah, he's very cute. Bright blue eyes as well. So they're going to be
And he's been into the office, and
he went to the office. Yeah, he went for his jabs last week, and he's very much distracted everyone for a good 5-10 minutes.
So we've got a meeting after this. We're doing it at your house,
yes.
And we're basically just going to be playing with the puppy.
We're puppy sitting.
Yeah,
absolutely right. That's very professional. Very professional. What have you been up to? Anything exciting for the last couple of weeks?
Well, I had to cancel the last podcast recording last minute.
Shocking. So I hope you had a good excuse.
I did. I was in A&E in Darlington Memorial for a good solid 18-hour stint, which was interesting.
Yeah, I think we got to about 11 o'clock that night, didn't we? And we're like, should we call it on the podcast the next morning?
Yeah.
And what time did you get out?
12:30. I went in at 5:30, got out 12:30.
So the next day.
Great networking opportunity.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, because they call out your name to come and do your blood pressure like every hour or so. I think it's just to sort of make sure that you're still there, really. But yeah, a couple of people, ex-clients and things, came up to have a chat, which was good.
Wow.
Some also not good experiences with, some interesting characters, let's say.
Interesting characters. Yeah. But on the mend?
All good. All good, thank you. Nothing too serious.
Good. And we've been out a couple of restaurants recently. Well, I say a couple. We've been to Saltfish. Had a very nice meal there.
Taken for lunch, didn't we?
We did, yeah. It was lovely.
Which was nice.
Should do more of that.
We should, yeah. That's a good idea. If anyone wants to take us for lunch, that would be great.
Yeah.
Jack and Ellie, looked after us well, and it was very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And you went to Wynyard Hall for a nice shindig.
That was North East Chamber of Commerce summer do, which was really good. It was a summer ball and house party. So they had like the Ibiza stringed quartet or something like that. Which was, really good fun. It's about 500 people there. It was it was very good.
Yeah.
There was people on stilts, and there was hook a duck, and there was sorts of fun stuff going on.
Fantastic. We've also been to Kip and Nook. We went for a valuers meeting there, didn't we? With our business.
Yeah, we took the team up there, which was great. A bit of ping pong. You were playing Sonia, one of our colleagues at ping pong. I think she said she beat you quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Was that right? Or was that not right? I wasn't actually paying attention.
I'm going to have, for the record, no. I got to 11-0 and I stopped counting. but yeah, Sonia doesn't listen to this, I don't think, but no, she definitely gave a good account of herself, definitely. I did a CrossFit competition this weekend. It's the first time I've brought it up, but I didn't actually realise it was over 2 days. So when I signed up, it usually says sort of over a course of a weekend, they'll do sort of scaled athletes. And then they do sort of intermediates or sort of RX athletes, the people that are technically more advanced. So I was like, okay, well, it's clearly just going to be one of those days. It's not going to be over both of them. And lo and behold, about 2 weeks before the competition, I double-checked with the team that I was entered with, and they explained that we had to be there 7:30 each morning over in Middlesbrough Sports Village. And it was
for a full day of activities.
Basically adult sports day, but probably less fun.
I saw a video of you lifting up what looked like a very heavy
Yeah,
bag.
that was a
almost.
70-kilo sandbag,
Okay.
and we had to do squats with it. We had to carry it. We had to do cleans with it. Just take it up to your shoulder and drop it again. And yeah, it was quite tricky. And then walking 10 meters on your hands on the athletics track, which was an experience in itself. But yeah, against some incredible athletes. So we all pushed ourselves and did really well. So
Well done.
yeah. So
Well
a
done.
bit-
And how did you get on? Like, what was the end
result, we didn't come last.
Good.
So we'll leave it at that. We
Well
came
done.
top 10, but I'm not telling you how many people.
Was there 11?
There might have been 11.
Well done.
There might have
Very
been 11.
good. Have we got a guest today?
We do, yes, absolutely. Should we get cracking?
Absolutely. Joining us today, the visionary entrepreneur behind Olumo Foods, a well-loved local food supplier, known for its commitment to quality and authenticity. He's also the driving force behind the newly opened Rootz and Kolture, a restaurant and bar that's quickly becoming a hotspot in Darlington, with a menu inspired by rich cultural heritage and a modern twist. Rootz and Kolture is not only a place to eat, but a place to experience the vibrant fusion of flavours and traditions. Today, we'll be talking about his journey as a business owner, the inspiration behind Olumo Foods and Rootz and Kolture, and how he sees the future of Darlington's food scene. Get ready to be inspired by a story of passion, culture, and the love for good food. Welcome, Babatope Lewis.
Wow,
Good morning, sir.
that's awesome.
A lot of people just say, end it there. It's not getting better than that.
Yeah,
Was that all factually
in
correct?
absolutely. In the culture, they say no more.
That's it. Done.
That's it. Well said.
So, firstly, Olumo Foods, is that correct
Yes.
pronunciation?
Yes.
Yep.
Olumo Foods.
Olumo Foods. So tell us about Olumo Foods and where you're on Bondgate or Woodland Road?
Woodland Road.
Yeah.
Number 1 Woodland Road.
One Root's and number 1.
Yeah.
Excellent. So just sort of on the corner at the traffic lights next to Halfords, is it?
Opposite
Yes.
the Halfords one, isn't it?
Interestingly, your company helped us to get the building.
Aha, excellent.
Yeah.
And how long
moving
ago?
there.
How long ago was that?
That was about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was why did you open it? Why did you start it? Where did you?
Initially, Olumo Foods, I mean, the name Olumo is synonymous to my town back in Nigeria. It's a big, massive rock. And it was believed that back in the days, the people from that town, which is called, the tribe is called the Egba tribe. And the rock was where God kept them during the war. So it's like protection.
Okay.
Rock of Ages, things
Wow.
like that. So I used the name, to put my little town
Yeah.
on the map.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so you opened it 5 years ago. What was?
Well, it started about 7, 8 years now.
Yep.
And we started, interestingly, from our kitchen.
Yeah.
And the concept was to be like an errand boy to people that are busy lives all around the country. So myself and my late wife started the company. One night we went on holiday to Glasgow, and we wanted to eat African food and order it in probably for delivery next day, but we couldn't find any. And I've always wanted to do food business, so I said, well, I think it's high time we get one in place online. So Olumo Foods started online.
Okay.
We went into physical store, about 6 years ago. And so we started it I did the website using Wix.
Yeah.
And she did the initial logo. We rebranded the logo about 5 years ago
Yeah.
to what you see now. But initially, that's how it started. And we didn't get the first sale until like 6 months after. Just
Really?
like winning a jackpot.
Were you thinking, oh, what are we doing here? It's quite a nerve-wracking time, I imagine.
Well, you just have to, take that risk.
Yeah.
And I love to take risk.
Yeah.
Dive into the unknown and just get on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your business now is still a high proportion of your turnover online sales, or is it a lot of people coming into the shop?
A bit of both, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say about 55% online,
Yeah.
45 in store.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously we serve the whole of the UK.
Yeah.
Deliver to all the UK mainland postcodes within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to African food. So if I was to come into your shop, what sort of things are you selling? What's the most popular items or the hard to get items that you can't get in your Lidl or your Sainsbury's or?
It's one of those where, you know, it's got to do with people that's quite adventurous with their taste bud. So if you want to go on holiday, for example, you go to Morocco or you go to Dubai, you want to try two things, you know. I mean, when the Brits go abroad, they say they like the weather, number one, and the food was amazing. Yeah, so what we want to do is to bring that food to your doorstep.
Okay.
Yeah, so in terms of spices, some grains, yeah, there are a lot of stuff you won't find in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Even though these days you find Sainsbury's trying to put some lines, but we're all about bringing you the authentic stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all about bringing the authentic food, you know, to the people of Darlington, and yeah, share that experience, you know, to everyone.
Have you always had a passion for food? What's your backstory?
Interestingly, I'm an engineering geologist.
Okay.
Sorry, so like you've got
Engineering geologist.
Really?
Engineering geologist.
Well, tell us what that means.
Oh well, it's in a simple way they say, you know, study of rocks.
Yeah. So hence the name Olumo.
Well,
Yeah,
That makes.
that does make sense.
so yeah, I had my time working in the corporate arena as a consultant on my last role basically was working for Yorkshire Water.
Yeah.
And also overseeing some of the water projects around Yorkshire, being their project planner, one of the project planners and the consultant to them on water projects around the Yorkshire area.
Bit of a change.
Oh, well, I've always loved to do business,
Yeah.
you know, but it's just a passion, you know, to be in that food space and show the world the rich food culture of where I come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I do that.
Fantastic. So have you always lived in Darlington? How long have you lived in Darlington, and why that particular location?
Darlington, I've lived in Darlington for 8 years.
Yep.
Used to live in Newcastle.
Yep.
When I got married, then moved down to Darlington, and Darlington because when we got married, we came around to Darlington one time and we saw, interestingly, Polar Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And my late wife said, well, she would like the children when we have them to go to that school. I think it was private then.
Yeah.
But that's why, and we just love the town, quiet, peaceful, not too buzzy, So yeah, we came down here and we seemed to like it. So I called this place home.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the location you said.
Yes. Yeah.
We started from 59 Bondgate when we went into stores. That was 6 years ago. And when we go into 59 Bondgate, I was looking at the building. It used to be a bathroom store.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was telling my wife that I would like to be in that, like Olumo to be in that building. It's quite spacious. We'll be able to display more products and have more people coming and all the rest of it. And I remember we approached your company and they said, well, the landlord is wanting to give the whole building. I said, oh, no, I can't afford that, And he said, I said, well, I told the lady from your place that I would like to have a word with him. Can she set up a meeting to meet the landlords? And yeah, met him and they were fantastic guys. And they said, all right, I'll let you have the downstairs and get started.
Brilliant.
I just love what you guys are doing. So yeah, we go on with it.
And have you got upstairs as well now?
Well, technically, it still has the upstairs because it has a separate access.
Yeah.
But we're downstairs, and that's sufficient enough for us. Yeah.
So a lot of you've got storage space downstairs as well.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good there.
And there's parking at the front, is that right?
Yes, there's parking at the front.
Which
Yeah.
that makes a big difference because it can be pretty tricky to park in town centre
Yes.
locations. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the things that we felt, where would people be parking and all the rest of it? But I think it's all about you having the product that people want. They will come and meet you, wherever you are. It all depends on what you're doing, what you're selling to them.
Absolutely, yeah. Veronica mentioned that, didn't she, from Pasta Shop?
Yeah, I watched that podcast.
Yeah,
Veronica,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're not far away, are you?
Yeah, and I like the chicken with the cream. I'm one of the big fans of it. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
And what do you always have to restock? What's the sort of the go-to items that are always selling out?
In the African community, they take a lot of rice and spices and fresh vegetables. So we stock that weekly,
Yeah.
non-stop.
Yeah.
The bread, the local bread, all things like that. Yeah, stock it regularly.
Yeah.
Some more of the grains. There's so many products.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
fantastic.
and the foreign lagers as well. Both the Caribbean ones and the African ones. Yeah, those are quite, popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even among the Africans, but the
For
Brits as well, for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Tell us a bit about Rootz and Kolture.
Roots and culture,
Yeah.
that's my new baby.
Tell us, what is it to start with?
Well, as the name goes, it's all about showcasing my roots and the rich culture through food. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let people have the experience of African Nigerian cuisine
Yeah.
with a twist of the Caribbean twist to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So talk us through the menu. What sort of food?
Wow.
What is Nigerian food?
One of the most popular one, it's jollof rice. There's always a bit of a debate around that among some tribes in Africa, like the Ghanaians and Nigerians. There's always a competition, but I stay away from that. All we do is give you authentic jollof rice,
Yeah.
which is rice cooked with tomato base, slightly spicy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't enjoy it if you don't feel the authentic taste of how it looks like, And so far, people don't find it, they enjoy it, they love it.
Yeah.
And there's coconut fried rice. You have the soups as well, like egusi, made with pounded yam. You have lots of soup, afang soup, made with a lot of things like prawns, fish, meat, different things. So every bite is a promise kept.
Like that. Every bite is from kept.
If that's not your slogan, I don't know. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Very good.
So do you do the cooking then? Are you in the kitchen, Baba? Are you?
Just monitoring that they're doing what I've got a chef, and obviously it's something that whoever I take on board must align with the vision and what we want to do and what we want to give to our customers. So the standard, the expectation must be there, and they must have passion for it. It's not just to come and earn a living.
Yeah, not just a job they want
Not just a job.
Yeah.
If it's a job, it's something where we need to have a conversation, and maybe it might not be the right place for you.
Yeah.
Because food is something of passion.
Yeah.
You have to be passionate about what you're doing. It's not just coming in and time. I have to go now. It's something you have to put in a lot into it. The presentation, how you do it. The cocktails, how you serve the customers, how you welcome them.
Yeah.
It must be a place where you feel welcome.
Yeah.
Because even for me, having a business, there are places I go to, and really I don't want to go there again.
Yeah.
Just because of the service. So we try as best, and if it's brought to my notice, it's not just about you getting 5 stars. I'm always interested in the 1 star.
Yeah.
What did I do
to see
James?
how you can get better?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I take feedback as the breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
If you take it negatively, then you're set for destruction.
Yeah.
It's just one thing, you have to listen to what people are saying, and that gives you the opportunity to grow and fix the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So have you had a busy few, 6 weeks since you opened or less?
31st of August we opened, and especially on weekends, it's always busy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, very busy. Weekday, we do deliveries as well through the platforms. So during the week, you get more of that. But weekend, from Friday to Sunday, it's always busy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And open for lunch as well as the evening?
we open during the week from 4
Yeah.
to 10, and at the weekend, we open from 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Sunday from 2 to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have pre-bookings, and it's
Have
been
you
all
got
right.
when I came to meet you a few weeks ago, we sat and had a chat and you said your daughters were upstairs in the office. Have you got your daughters involved in helping out yet, or are they?
They always want, we get them integrated into whatever we do, everything I do. They have their suggestions.
Yeah.
They say, oh, Daddy, why don't you do this or do that? They just gave me something. We have this meat feast platter.
Yeah.
That we do, which is quite popular. It's a lot of different chicken, lamb, suya, everything all in a big board like that. And said, Dad, why don't you introduce family platter? Because you have a lot of families coming at the weekend to eat. Introduce a family platter, you just put it on their table and they're all sorted.
Oh, perfect.
I said, okay. Go on, young entrepreneurs.
Yeah. So have you implemented that, or is that?
I've discussed it with the chef.
Yeah.
We're working on it, and it's going to have everything. You have a taste of everything in your,
That's a great idea.
Which is, and at the end of the day, it's going to be value for money.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can try your rice and peas. The go curry with there, the jollof rice, the coconut fried rice.
Yeah.
It's almost like tapas, isn't it? You get a taste of everything,
Yeah.
and you
It's
sort of
like
hone
that.
in on what you like, and then
Yes.
next time you can order that.
You can order that. Yeah, give you a feel of it.
Henry will probably order one for himself. That's the only problem. We're like, a family platter for one, please.
Note that African dishes is a lot of volume.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, you must be prepared for that.
absolutely. Location-wise, then, sorry, did I miss where this is located? The actual restaurant.
59 Bondgate.
59. Okay. So
Yeah.
you started there and you've retained that.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
It's gone through different. It started with Olumo.
Yeah.
Then we had the bubble tea
Yeah.
there, cakes and boba,
Yeah.
which I stopped it last December.
Yeah.
It's been quite a difficult time after losing my best friend of 16 years. After she passed away for like 6-7 months, I was out of it completely. Like,
And how long ago was it that she passed?
November 22,
Right.
17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing remarkably well to in essence, on the surface, pick yourself back up and take every day as they come, I guess.
Well, it's hard.
Yeah, no
It's
doubt.
hard. It's hard. Yeah.
And with a young family and businesses to run as well, it's
It's a hard one to, I've experienced a lot of ups and downs in my life, as you can expect with doing business and a lot of things, but that's one very difficult one to
Puts
deal
everything
with.
else into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
And it changed the way I look at life now. I just do things I'm passionate about. Just do it.
Yeah.
And let people just enjoy the experience. But having said that, cakes and booba, it's not in physical store anymore. Fingers crossed, people might see something else soon.
Brilliant.
Something
in the pipeline.
People will say, "Oh, well, I feel about bubble tea." We're the first to bring it to this town, though. First bubble tea store in Darlington, and first Nigerian proper restaurant, first African Nigerian store.
Yeah.
You know, when I was driving down, so I was just actually looking at something there. Sometimes we don't tend to sit back and appreciate and have gratitude to things that I'm a person of faith. God has done in your life, you know, good or bad. Just be grateful. I don't look at it that, oh, well, maybe that business failed or anything like that. I think it's just an experience to learn something.
Absolutely. It's a
that
lesson.
will make it better if you come back again. So, yeah. I've been there several times, down, back up, down, back up, so it doesn't scare me.
Yeah. No, good for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's to a successful future for you and your girls. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So in terms of the restaurant, you also serve cocktails. I'm interested to know a little bit more about those.
The cocktails, I curated the cocktails from popular places. When you see the names on the cocktail, it's synonymous to Nigeria, to places, notable places in Nigeria. Like you find the Banana Island, which is a popular one now. You have different names. You have Kayamata on the beach, which is similar to, you know. So yeah, it's their names where it might sound strange to a Brit, but if you're from Nigeria or if you've been to Nigeria, you will, you know, you find things like Ikoyi and Ikoyi Breeze. Ikoyi is where you have most of all the expatriates and the ambassadors and everything from all over the world live in Lagos. That's their place of residence. Ikoyi, very, very, very influential area.
Okay.
Yeah. So I named the cocktails around that.
Brilliant.
On most of the things on the menu and everything like that, I named it, you know, I was intentional about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So which is your favourite cocktail, and tell us the ingredients specifically. I want to know exactly how much, what's the ratio between the alcohol and...
I've got, well, most of the cocktails have vodka in them.
Yep.
There is this vodka Ray and Nephew, which is very strong.
Yeah.
Well, about, not so much, about 50 ml.
Yep.
You know.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, it's about 60%, so you want to be careful what goes into that kind of stuff. But the other types of vodka, like Absolute and all that, mix into them. My favorite, I've got this guy that makes absolutely fantastic, you know, cocktails for me in there. And the one I like is, he makes it with Bailey's, a bit of mint, and it looks very nice, like tastes very, very nice, mild. I'm not vegan alcohol, so you know, I just want to just have.
It wants to be tasty.
Yeah. So it's really nice, creamy, and you know, the presentation is amazing. That's my favorite one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So Bailey's and mint, did you say?
It's got Bailey's, it's got mint, and a bit of vodka, you know, all mixed together. Yeah.
Nice. I can see a work trip there.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. Friday night cocktails.
There you go. Come for it.
We'll be there.
Have you been, obviously having a business in town for 7 or 8 years, have you got to know other business owners locally? How have you sort of felt the business community?
It's I know a couple of people. I've met a lot of people. I mean, until recently, I don't really put my face out there. I just want to do.
It's out there now. Look, these cameras.
Yeah, this my first. This my first podcast like this. So yeah, I just personally, I just like to do stuff, and I remember when we started the bubble tea, I do go have coffee dates with my daughters, and we walk into town center, and we see a lot of people carrying cakes and booba cups and everything, and my little girl would say, that's everybody's liking the drinks. I say, yeah. well, I just want to walk past you and, you know, I'm just having my private life.
Yeah.
Business is different. Private
Yeah.
is different. So
No.
I try as much as possible to keep them separate. But yeah.
It's sometimes, it's a, I don't know what the phrase is, but it's a benefit of getting yourself out there, but also it can be a disadvantage as well, can't it? You know, as James said, bumping into clients in A&E.
Yes.
Which is great, but ultimately there's times that you don't actually want to be known.
You keep your head down and
You
Just
wanna
want to keep, you know, so like when I go out with the girls and they say, Dad, no business today, no phones, no talking to anybody where we are walking to town. I said, I'll try.
It's difficult
and
to do.
as I've just finished listening to that, it's on, hey, Baba, what's up? Like, I was on the stove the other day. I said, oh, thank you. I'll try, like, I just want to get out. Yeah, you know, I'm having time with the girls. But, you know, you can't help it. But, but it's good. The businesses I know, I mean, I like the fact that Darlington, when I came in here and what it is now, it seems to be a very good enabling environment for businesses to thrive, and with a lot of support from like the Tees Valley Business Authority and all the things like that, which, you know, they've been of a good support to us as well to, you know, in doing our business and getting to where we want to get to. It's a very good enabling environment, and I think Darlington is going to thrive well. Considering a lot of things that are coming into town, you know, it's
continuing to be.
I mean, what's happening? I don't know which side of the building we have, but across the road, you know, that's a very beautiful investment to come into this place. And
it is. When you walk downstairs here, you look out the window and you can see all that's happening there in the train station. It's brilliant. And I think it's better days ahead with a lot of things popping up here and there. Except that we're going to be more in traffic now. When we came in here, I could just breeze down here within 2-3 minutes. But it's probably because there's traffic lights just at the station there, so that bungs everything up a little bit, doesn't it? So,
well, I think it's going to be a good town to come in a few years from now.
That's what I was going to ask you. I've driven past before on Woodland Road, and I've seen like barbecue and sort of festival vibes going on in front of Olumo. Talk to me about that, and when's the next one? Because I couldn't stop when we came past before. I had loads of kids in the car. I want to come to one of your barbecues.
Well, like I said, I'm all about food and, you know, showcasing the rich culture of Nigerian cuisine to the world. So it's just the street style kind of food thing. We do barbecue, wings, which is very popular. We started that about 2 months now. Started. And the whole idea is just weekends only. Saturday and Sunday, weather permitting, obviously. It's just for people to come and have a taste of barbecue and eat jollof rice, dumplings, roasted plantain, and all of that. And just have a lot of people just parking, and they seem to like it. And I said, well,
if it works, do it again.
If it works, do it again. Repeat the process.
Have you got another one planned, or are you going to wait and see?
Well, we do it every Saturday and Sunday for now. But we're beginning to get people interested in us bringing it to their venue for, you know, for the exhibition or whatever they want to do. We have an event at the end of the MSG business event. It's, I think, on the 30th of September. We'll be going there. We're taking the trailer there.
I think we're there with Oak Meadows. We'll see you there.
So we'll be there, and it's businesses. You know, the daily day is organizing a catering with a friend, and you know, we did a course together as well in Teesside. She discussed it with me. I said, well, we'll bring it down. We will come. We're one of their sponsors anyway. So it's good.
Our last episode, we had Nick and Gemma from Stable Hearth, the amazing Neapolitan pizzeria on Duke Street. I asked them what their opinion was on pineapple on pizza. What do you like Hawaiian pizzas?
I'm not a big fan of pizza.
Yeah.
But I've tried it before, and I think I like the infusion, to be honest, like having the sweetness and everything all mixed together.
Yeah. Well,
I like things like that, to be honest.
I did a poll on my social media, and the majority of people absolutely love pineapple on pizza. So this is more.
They don't know what they're talking about.
They obviously don't know what they're talking about. But this is more of a message to Nick and Gemma, who I know listen to the podcast. You're wrong.
At the end of the day, it's always good to try things.
Yeah.
You know, I love doing that, to be honest. Like, do different combinations of stuff.
Absolutely.
And you just find some people they just love it. Yeah. And they come back for it every time. Yeah. It's this, we do the shawarma, the Nigerian shawarma. And shawarma, when you hear shawarma, it's obviously, they think it's the, like the kebab kind of shawarma, but the Nigerian shawarma is quite different because it's got vegetables, it's creamy, got chicken, got everything in there. And it's massive. Trust me, massive. And that's a very popular one in the restaurant at the moment. And you find people loving it like that. And some people will say they want suya spice. Obviously, that's Nigerian. They say they want some suya spice in their shawarma and all the rest of it. And I said, suya spice in shawarma? So I told the chef one day, can you do shawarma for me with suya spice on? And it was lovely.
Was it?
Okay.
It was absolutely lovely. I just like, wow, that was different taste completely. It's a different feeling. And I said, well, so sometimes it's
Get it on the menu.
Get it on the menu.
Oh, yeah. So some people actually are beginning to ask for it. And and they say, I love that.
The time now is only 9:30, but I've never been so hungry at this time of the morning, and I've had a full breakfast.
Yeah. You very kindly brought us some merchandise, Olumo Foods. So we should have said you bring us some taste samples in maybe next time.
Yeah. Next time.
Very nice bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll be using that.
Yeah.
How can we find? Oh, obviously you're on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And you say you do sort of takeaway service or direct. Is that direct through your website?
We have direct to our website, and we're also in Just Eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a necessary evil, I guess.
Well, it gets you. They have a big market space, so obviously it gets people just trying new things. And obviously, when they try, you find them. Oh, I saw you on Just Eat, and they come into the store.
Yeah.
And you find one thing I love about Darlington is most of the people here will rather go straight on your website.
Yeah.
Or call in to order.
Yeah.
And it's more of you coming in to have the experience is what we all about. Obviously, those platforms are just like advert platforms to get people to know you're there, And once they try what you're doing, they come in and have the experience.
Well, I must apologise. I've not been in yet, but I certainly will be.
It's
certainly
anytime.
Can't wait to try the family platter for one.
You could be the test subject.
We're working on that, and it should be introduced any moment from now. Yeah.
Fantastic.
You've been, but you've not had anything.
I haven't eaten. No, I've been in for
yeah.
a chat, but
you like it?
Promise to come very soon.
Good.
So
absolutely.
Excellent, Bob. It's been really enjoyable having a conversation with you.
Thank you
very much for your time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, well, hopefully this podcast will get your face out there and get your story out there a little bit more and get some customers to come in and say hello.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.